Good morning, friends. Here we are. This is our weekly Lenormand reading for October 28th. I hope last week brought you lots of joy. I know I had a lot of experiences. A lot of that reading really did pertain. I could not believe how accurate a lot of that was for me personally. So maybe I need to detach. Let's see what this week brings, though. All right, here we go. Our very first card is what Spirit would like to talk about, and that would be the fish. That is your day-to-day abundance, your day-to-day activities, maybe to pertains to your finances, okay? And then we've got communication, which is the birds, and then we have the mountain. The mountain will create delays, challenges, also a little bit of stagnant, stuck energies. Obviously it could be new chapter in finance, communications, if you look at it in that particular lineup, but it will pertain in other areas, I promise you. And then we've got the stork, we've got the home, we've got the dog, we've got the snake, the heart, and the letter. So this particular lineup is a little bit of diplomacy is required, communication is required. We do see the change card in the upper left-hand corner, the home, the dog. This would be your close family, friends, work environment, your colleagues, your peer group. And then I do see a little bit of communication being done online. So online could be, obviously, emails coming in, but also communication via, online communication. So especially with the birds there, birds sit on the telephone wires. I do see a little bit of wisdom with the finances, though, and then the bottom left corner with the dog. So that kind of tells me that you should contact somebody, that might have some good advice there, okay? And then I've got the woman, the child, the flowers, and then I have the lily. God, I love that lily. And then I have the anchor, and then we have the garden, and then we have the tower, and then we have the casket, coffin, and then we have the scythe. So I do see a breakthrough, and then I do see the tower card. It could be that would be like your official card. So it could be either your government institutions, so people who are out there maybe possibly casting their vote. That's exactly what that says, by the way, casting your vote. And then it could also be a leveling up, and then it could also be the justice card, okay? Especially next to the lily. So justice, I would say fair justice there, because the lily has all of those wonderful qualities, the empathy, the sympathy, the compassion, those sort of energies to it. We have the child, and we have the anchor, and we have the casket. That could be, we're some stagnant, stuck energy there, stubborn energy even. And then we've got the flowers, the garden, and the sieve, another breakthrough, possibly a canceled event too, though. I do see the child and the flowers. That's kind of like a new renewal or a new invitation. Something a little more important, though, because I see the tower there. I do see an ending, a conclusion, but the release, the letting go, the go with the flow kind of energy to this with the lily there. Use your softer energies and just maybe have some trust. Remember, I said letting go. Is really it's just trust, surrender, and trust. Okay, and then we've got the star, we've got the tree, we've got the moon, we've got the whip, we've got the mice. We've got the bear, we've got the ring, we've got the crossroads, and then we've got the key. This is a beautiful lineup, even with the whip in the middle, because the key is the solution, and then we've got the stars as the corner card. So I do feel that, we have some choices that we need to make. We don't want to keep going round and round about certain things. I do see finances are in the picture because of the bear and the ring. So there could be a new offer coming in. And then, the offer is also represented with the moon here and the whip and the key. So we definitely have some decisions to make. And maybe the previous lineup is maybe, contact friends or possibly a financial, advisor of some sort. Okay. And then the next card is the man, the rider, the cross, the sun. I love to see the clover is our middle card. And then we've got the clouds, and then we've got the fox, and then we've got the book, and then we've got the ship. So I feel like there is some projects underway. I do feel that there is spiritual protection here because I see the cross, and the sun. That kind of gives that vibe of, everything that's meant to be will happen, and that there is a huge success basically on the way. So something you must do. Now, the fox there, the fox in the book, that's kind of like researching. That would be also, somebody who is an agent of research. So, that could be a lot of different professions. But once again, it could be the financial planner. It could be, in my personal situation, it could be like an underwriter. And then it could be, there's blessings on the way, a little bit of hidden knowledge, but I do feel that whatever it is, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise feel to it. Okay. So there's things going on that are meant to be, just kind of maybe since, the last portrait, have a little bit of faith and trust in that. The, clover and the, clouds, that's your creative energy, but it's also a little bit of going with, don't worry about things, let go of those worrisome thoughts because everything is going to end up being okay. But definitely the spiritual protection is here, the cross, the clover, and the sun. So I love to see that. The man is in the upper left-hand corner. And then we've got the fox there in the other corner. That's of intelligence, especially coupled with the book. We do see some wise advice being given. Okay, so those are our portraits. I'm going to start laying them out here. The change card is in the far left corner. That is important. And then we've got communications. We've got the lily card, which is lifestyle. Hard work, again, is paying off with the whip and the sun. I love to see the whip next to the sun for that reason. And then we've got the home and the child, and then we've got the tree, which is healing energy. I love to see that too. And we've got a little bit of excitement because the mice are next to the clover. And then we've got a conclusion coming, but some choices to be made with a little bit of mystery involved, okay? So things have not been ironed out yet. Kind of a little bit of, surprise. And let's see, when I see that clover next to those clouds, that indicates don't worry, okay? We've got the friend and we've got the ship as our other corner card. So I feel like there is a journey, possibly a trip, with a friend. And then obviously it is some sort of an invitation because then we've got the flowers and we've got the key. So I feel like there's something there that's going to be happening. You'll have to keep a lookout and let me know. And then we've got the moon and we've got the SIDS. So I feel like that's a little bit of an emotional release or a sudden emotional feeling. And then we've got the cross and the letter. That's a little bit of, news that could be a little, on the difficult side, especially with the mountain and the clouds together, stagnant, stuck energy, wrapped up in your head a little bit. You got to let that go. Remember the surrender part, letting go, have trust. And then we've got the garden, and then we have the bear. The bear is that mama energy, but it's also that protective energy, that security feeling, especially next to the anchor. And I feel like we might be a little bit nervous about that because our birds and our mice and our whip are all in that same that same portrait. I do feel that, things are going to be changing because, the scythe is after the mountain, the new chapter possibly that's starting to really break free. I do see positive resolution though, which I love to see that afterwards. And then we've got another offer that's kind of on the higher up, official type of energy to it. Okay. And then the coffin and the scythe again, the breakthrough. The key is there. So if I had to have any cards that were over to the far right, which kind of indicates, the summary of the week, is we do have some answers that are coming in. And I do feel that there are some big choices to be made here. Use your your instincts, because that with the fox there, that's that self-care card, that's that intuition card, that's that clever card. So just use your discernment, I think, is what that card is meaning in that portrait. Use your discernment. Okay, let's see what else we have. I do see lots of healing going on in the first portrait because I see the stars in the tree. Those are healing and wish fulfillment energies, and then the moon. So just use your calm, childlike wonderment kind of feel to this too, and creativity, ingenuity, maybe, in whatever change environment that might be at play right now with friends, children, and in the home and work arena. The moon's there, so I feel like that could be work. It might be more work than anything. I do see an emotional connection with the child. That's definitely something to address as well. Let's see, what else do I see? I do see an apology. The cross and the lily, that kind of gives that apology feel to it. I do see a little bit of movement in the finance department, and then in a shared environment, I just see I see a little bit of nervous energy there. So just kind of maybe stand your ground too, because that's the mountain and the anchor is stand your ground, but it's also being too stubborn. So maybe you need to let go a little bit of your stubborn energy too, because right next to that is the mice. That's a letting go of. And then I see, I see, I see that there is, the combination of the whip and the snake is a trap. But in between that is the sun. So I feel like maybe you feel like you're in between a rock and a hard spot, but the sun is in the middle. And then we've got the clover. So that is the classic, everything is going to happen as it's supposed to. Try not to worry, because, once again, what we worry about kind of creates our reality. So try to give it as much positive energy as you can. What else do I see? I do see kind of a downfall of government. I mean, that's what this means to me, or cast your vote. So I feel like with election right around the corner, that must be what we're talking about here. Get out there and vote, probably, because of the roads. Let's see. Yeah, I do see a new project, though, for sure. And it's sudden, something that comes quick. Work-related. Let's see, what else? I do see friendship, so that's just nice. I mean, literally friendship. And then I see change on the work, arena, possibly. So that's what I have this week. We got our fireside chat and my mug I found at Aldi the other day, my Tim Burton, which actually that's the font that we used for my sign that I have for my Bluebird. If you would like a more in-depth reading, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm available either early morning, later in the evening, or weekends. I'd love to visit with you. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Take care.